It's a standard, safe, effective pre-workout that would be beneficial for many of you watching the video.
I don't have a job to find, and if I work tonight, I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home.
Welcome inside the FIHQ. I'm Fitness Informed Founder and CEO Ryan Buckeye here with another 100% honest, no bullshit review. This time of a new brand called Storm Lifestyle, their pre-workout. Now, if you're new to the channel, you may have never heard of this brand before. If you've been here before, you've probably seen that we've already reviewed a focus product from this brand that launched in 2021. So today we're going to talk about Storm pre-workout on 5 different categories. First, we're going to talk about the ingredient profile. Second, we're going to talk about the effectiveness. Third, we're going to talk about the flavor. Fourth, mixability, as well as show you a mixability video here on camera. And then finally, we're going to talk about value of this pre-workout. So Storm Lifestyle launched in 2021 during one of the toughest years in sports nutrition. Their focus product actually is one of our favorite nootropics. And again, you can view that review right here on YouTube or fitnessinformant.com. Their pre-workout is a pretty standard middle-of-the-road pre-workout. There's nothing that hops off the page as innovative to us that makes us jump for joy, but there's nothing bad about it either where we're like, no, it's not. It's a standard, safe, effective pre-workout that would be beneficial for many of you watching the video now. So let's dive into the ingredient profile and explain a little bit more what's going on here. So we start out with a 4-gram serving size of Kiowa quality citrulline. This is pure citrulline. Pure citrulline is a precursor to arginine in the body. Arginine converts to nitric oxide, which increases and improves blood flow. Citrulline should be dosed between 3 and 5 grams. So at 4 grams, we're right in the middle, a solid, adequate amount of citrulline. The next ingredient, 3.2 grams, is beta-alanine. Now, beta-alanine, probably one of the most utilized ingredients in all pre-workouts. It has been well studied. It helps buffer lactic acid, which can help reduce muscle soreness, but it also aids in muscular endurance, meaning that your workouts should be able to go on for a little bit longer. 3.2 grams is within the clinical dosage or the clinically accepted dosage of beta-alanine. The next ingredient, again from Kiowa Quality, is 2 grams of L-arginine. You may have just remembered I talked about arginine being a precursor then to nitric oxide in the body. The issue with arginine when it's taken exogenously, which means if you drink it, it has really, really bad absorption. So you almost need like 8 grams of arginine exogenously for you to get adequate amounts of arginine to produce that nitric oxide uptick in the body to increase blood flow. So this is one ingredient that I would have left out of this formula. I'm not a huge fan of arginine in pre-workouts. However, Storm did use it here at 2 grams. The next ingredient here, 1,335 milligrams of vitacholine, which is choline L-bitartrate. Solid ingredient. If you're going to utilize this ingredient, we want to see it between 1 and 2 grams. At 1,335 milligrams, they're utilizing a sufficient dosage of a choline molecule in this, which is going to help improve cognition, mind-muscle connection. Again, like the ingredient, it's a brand ingredient. It's utilized at a good dosage. So in terms of cognition, nice to see that here. On that note of cognition, let's talk about tyrosine, which is utilized at 1 gram. Tyrosine is more and more popular in pre-workouts. We see it dosed between 1 and 2 grams at a gram, along with vitacholine. You should see an uptick or an improvement in overall focus when you utilize this pre-workout. Taurine, then used at a gram. Taurine basically partners with electrolytes, helps regulate electrolytes to prolong and prolong endurance for you as an athlete or as a bodybuilder or as a lifter. Taurine has been utilized for years in pre-workouts. Again, we see this anywhere between 1 and 2 grams, just like tyrosine. Caffeine anhydrous used at 300 milligrams. Now, this is a pretty decent amount of caffeine anhydrous. Some now are going up to 400 and 450 milligrams of caffeine. Some are still down to 200 and 250 milligrams. So 300, middle of the road, pretty good amount of caffeine anhydrous. Couple that with 100 milligrams of theobromine, which is utilized in here, and you're going to have a pretty good stimulatory effect. Theobromine also is a vasorelaxer. It can actually help improve blood flow in the body, but in conjunction with caffeine, it works really well to improve energy levels. Last ingredient here, estrogen at 25 milligrams for absorption. We'd like to see this at 50 milligrams. That's the dosage that we'd like to see in terms of estrogen. It's going to help with the ingredient absorption. So overall, no like innovative ingredients utilized in this formula, but there's, again, nothing that can pick holes in there. That you have energy, you have endurance, you have pump, you have focus, so you have everything you need right here in Storm Lifestyles pre-workout. In terms of effectiveness, yes, I've used pre-workouts that are much more effective, and I've also used pre-workouts that are a lot less effective than this. You are going to get a good workout. You're going to get the energy that you need. You're going to get some improvement in memory and focus. You're going to get slight improvement in pumps. I'd like to see maybe some more pump ingredients in this, or the brand come out with a non-stim pump powder to come alongside this, because it does need that. But overall, in terms of effectiveness, if you're just looking for something to give you a bump in energy and maybe some improvement in focus, this product here works really, really well. You can even use their focus product as a pre-workout if you really want to go that route. So, again, middle of the road. I keep saying that with this pre-workout because there's nothing special, but there's nothing bad about the pre-workout. In terms of flavoring, this is Steezy Sour Peach. Basically sour peach rings. If you think about that, it's a very popular flavor coming to the pre-workout world. I didn't get a lot of sour from this, but I got a lot of peach. So if you are a peach fan, you're going to like this one. I think you're going to like it a lot. They also have this, I believe, in blue raspberry. I'm personally not a blue raspberry fan, but there is that for you as an alternative choice if you don't like sour peach or peach. So I'd say if you think about like sour peach rings, this flavoring to me is more just like the peach rings without the sour. So still very good, just not as like tart sour as I thought it potentially would be. In terms of mixability here, the label says use 1 scoop and 16 ounces of water. So that's what we do here on camera for you. It's a lot of water. I traditionally don't take my pre-workouts with that much water. I take probably 8 ounces of water at most and I chug it. But in terms of this one at 16 ounces at 16 gram serving size, you're getting an ounce of water per gram of ingredients. Overall, it mixes very well. There is going to be some slight particles and residue that sink to the bottom of the shaker. This is not, atypical by any means. Many pre-workouts do this, so it's not a deterrent at all. It's not chalky. It's not chunky. So you guys should be good to go for the majority of people out there. Now, in terms of value, this is a 25 serving that retails for $45. There are other pre-workouts out there with more innovative ingredients that might be maybe a 20 serve or some are even 25 serves that retail for $40. So it's not like the greatest value in the world, but it's sure as hell not the worst value in the world either. You can use coupon code INFORMANT, save $4.50 or 10% on this. It's going to drop it closer to $40, which makes this a better value for you. So if you're looking to utilize a pre-workout that does not have like any banned substance or exogenous or exotic stimulants, like Storm's pre-workout is that for you. At $45, again, I think that price tag is slightly high. I'd like to see it $5 less, but for those of you interested, you can use the link below and coupon code to save a few dollars on this pre-workout. Again, look below in the description box for that. Make sure you follow us on all our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below. Check out our podcast. It's called the Iron Union Podcast right here on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and all major podcast platforms. And for more supplement reviews, rankings, news, deals, workout routines, and nutrition plans, visit us on our official website. We're online, fitnessperformance.com.